Kinfolk.
What's happening?
This is the Black Owned Podcast. I am your host, the Bang Man with the game plan, and the game plan at the same plan. I've been a major figure since baby pictures. Janice's oldest boy, Sincere, is definitely in the building. And to assist with today's foolishness, we got Lady B. You know I gotta do that. Lady B.
I was gonna say, go ahead and do it again. What's going down?
What is
All kill folk,
cracking,
what's popping?
Captain? You know what I'm talking
Nothing
about? What is
much.
going on? You know what I'm tired
Nothing
of already. Before we even start. First of all, let me get everything out the
much.
way. Please, if you are looking at us from Facebook, please like and share as you come in. Share the live on your own personal page. We would appreciate that. If you get a chance, please go over to the YouTube page, hit the subscribe button over there. We need to get to at least 100 subscribers over there as soon as possible. As soon as we get to 100 over there, we're probably gonna be over that way permanently because we need to get that cracking. You hear me?
Right.
But in the meantime, in between time, who's tired of it? You see this thing?
I don't like what so
You
what
see this
what
thing with
is it just
everybody
like
doing
this?
this Amarion thing?
Are we just doing this though? Is that
That's all I'm doing. That's all. I'm
okay?
sick of seeing it already.
I don't really
Every
know
time
how
I
that
turn
goes though.
on, every time I go down my page, I'm tired of it. Tired.
Yeah, it's a lot
Tired of
going
it.
on. You
But
know,
today we're
dance
going to
is
be
like
talking
forever
about
now.
polygamy and open relationships and what's the difference, right? We're going to start off with that.
Mhm.
Then but before then, we hit you with some light work, but we're going to get into that. So,
What's good,
am I
Damon?
blurry? I know
Yeah,
I'm not blurry right now. I look good right now. I'm looking at it right,
nah,
looking at it myself.
you
Great.
just a
Dang,
little
check yourself. You see what I'm saying? Check yourself.
no, you
But thank you for tuning in, my good brother.
no,
You know what I'm
uh,
talking about? Thank you for
but
tuning in. You know what I
they
mean?
might be a little right though.
Word. I'm
Just a
looking
little
good
bit.
right here. I'm looking at my doing this straight.
I mean, you just look a
It'll
little
fix
blurry.
itself. You know what I'm saying? It'll fix
Okay,
itself.
well
You know
work
what
it
I mean?
out. It'll work it
It'll
out.
fix
Okay.
itself.
Hey y'all.
Uh, what we got going on tonight? Thursday night football. We jacked this
Woo.
up last week.
Okay, so let's not jack it up this week.
Let's not do that 2 weeks in a row.
So you go ahead and do the football thing.
Right. Jack. We got the Philadelphia Eagles
Popping
versus Tom Brady in the Tampa Bay Bucks or the Tampa Bay Bucks
the braidster.
going down. You know what I'm saying tonight. So
Yeah.
they got a 8-point spread for the Eagles. That's a good spread because I don't
That is a
necessarily
good
think
spread.
the Eagles gonna get blown out.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I, I
eight
think it's gonna
eight point
be
spread. I'll probably take that.
yeah, I'll take that too. I'll
Yeah, I'll probably
definitely
take
take
that.
that.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking of sports, Kyrie Irving heavy in the news
Uh, they don't want to give
because
no money.
he's been told he can't participate in practice, can't come to the building. They basically kicked him off the team until he decides to get leaving those 200 down on the right. But that's the thing, right? I got a lot to say about the Kyrie thing, man, because
Okay, go ahead.
I'm saying, you know what I'm talking about? They let Magic Johnson play a whole season with full blown HIV. I'm just
Okay.
saying, you know what I'm saying? And he can't because he was in the because he won't get vaccinated. You know what I'm talking about? They act like he's an anti-vaxxer, like he been running around saying, "Don't get the vaccination." They try to kill you. He just saying, "Yo, I don't want to get."
Okay, so can I just interject for like two
Please,
seconds?
please do.
So in the United States of America and in the legal system, they, feel that because AIDS is not something that you can just touch a person and catch. It's a little bit deeper than that. They feel like, oh, he just gonna touch me and I'm gonna catch it. Like that's just how they feel. So they have to make somebody the guinea pig.
I don't want to say nothing you just said.
I mean, hey, but it's
I
his
don't wanna
belief
say nothing.
though.
That's
That's
what I'm
just like
saying.
if you tell me, bro, I ain't getting it. Okay, cool.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking
That's
about? Like it's his.
your belief.
Here's another. First of all, I'll say this: a person you can't control much, but your body you should be in 100% control of
Control
that,
them.
and
Yes.
being able to say what you will and what you won't allow. You know what I'm saying into
Mm-hmm.
your body. Some people are vegan. It's their choice. They don't want to allow meat into pulse into their bodies. You know what I'm saying? So it's just their choice. You know what I'm saying? For many years, people have been getting religious exemptions from all types of things, the flu shots, all types of stuff. They've been doing it. It's
It's
happened.
funny that
I've
you
used
brought
it.
that up.
I've used it. I have. You know what I'm saying? So why would I don't understand what the issue is and why
He
we
said
so
I used it.
I've used it. You know what I'm talking about? But here go what the bigger problem is, right? Because I seen Stephen A act a complete ass on TV the other day talking about Kyrie Irving. And I thought he was way out of pocket. I'm not necessarily a Stephen A hater because I know a lot of those, but if
Right. But sometimes he can
but
be out of
homie,
pocket.
he was out of pocket the other day. You know what I'm saying? Like
He
he
he,
was
he can
it,
be out of pocket.
yeah, like if I was Kyrie, I could have seen how I might have took that personal. And it seemed like he was
Right.
personally attacking him. You know what I'm saying for the choices that he made, and that's the
So he
thing that
made.
really
Mhm.
kills me. And we're gonna go into what what I'm saying. My reasoning is after we move into the next topic, which is going to be Dave Chappelle and that whole fiasco that is and continues to go on. But here's the thing, and that's kind of going toward what David was saying. Everybody's like, oh, well, he got he leaving all this money on the table.
Uh-huh.
He signed the contract and all this other kind of. However, when he signed the contract, he didn't sign it saying that he must have that. That was after the fact.
Yeah,
So
that
nothing
happened
in his
after.
contract says he must have a that he must be vaccinated.
So in the new contract, did they write that in the contract? That's what I want to know.
I'm saying,
Is
what
that a
Kyrie
part of
signed
your
this
new
contract 2 years
contract?
ago. He
Right.
signed this contract 2 years ago.
But did they, so you know how they'll go back and they'll revamp some stuff
Right.
and be like, hey, this is the new policy, woo doo woo. So
hmm
did they revamp that contract and offer it to him in that manner? No, they just said, well, he not gonna get it, so he out.
I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying at
But
this
you know
point. But
how I can't say what I want to say, but yes,
yeah,
amazing.
I don't. There's a lot of first, like I said, the Stephen A thing is ridiculous because I don't like the fact took away his extension. Yeah, so it won't be available to him. That's what they did do.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? Blah blah blah. Right. So but from what he's saying, it's like, hey, take what you want to take, but what I'm saying, I'm gonna stay. Jay,
See, here goes J Bell with the
that's exactly
same
what I
thing.
said, J Bell.
What up,
That's
Lamar?
exactly Mar, what up, kid folk? I said the same thing, J Bell. But
Yeah, he said the same
you know what I'm
thing.
saying? And here's what the issue is. Let's move into the next thing so I can actually say what it is that kind of
Mhm.
aggravates me about both of these particular instances, and that is Dave Chappelle, and he not getting paid the 19 million. Right, that's a fact, and
And that's what
he's
makes
aware of
me
all of it.
mad. Yeah, that's
And
what makes me mad too. Just pay that man his little 19 million and keep it pushing.
um, Dave Chappelle, been catching hell for like the last week or whatever for the remarks he made about or for the joke that he made on his stand up comedy, The Closer. I haven't seen it yet, and but I have seen several clips that for about what he said. Here's the thing. Here's the
Oh,
thing.
you look better.
You see, didn't I say it was going to take care of itself?
Oh,
Didn't I
you
say
look
that? Look
better.
at God. Look at God. You hear me?
Look at him.
You hear me?
Look
That's
at
what
the
I'm
Lord.
saying.
Thank you, Lord.
But like I was saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, here's the thing. Let's say you divided us up into categories. You divided everybody up into categories, right? You
Mm-hmm.
had men, women, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm talking about black people. Men, women, um, black, just black people, you know what I'm saying? Short,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Tall, fat,
Okay.
skinny, gay, straight, Republican, not Republican, whatever, right? When you
Okay.
if you move these if you had all of these different things on a board, you would never have everybody on one solid line except for black,
That's it.
right?
Yeah.
If 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 you're black and you're gay, you're black. If you are black and you're a Republican,
You
you're
black.
black. If you are black
You're black.
and you're funny looking, you're black. You know what I'm saying? Like it hurts me to see us rush to like slam one another so fast instead of rushing to unite, us so fast. He spoke straight facts the whole time. Good funny. Everybody talking about that, but not talking about the new Superman comic where he's bisexual now. Right,
Wait,
right. So,
hold on. Wait, you just killed my soul. Wait a
oh, you didn't know
minute.
that? You didn't know
Now
that?
I knew about Dave Chappelle, but I ain't know about the super. What
Yeah, 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 yeah. So
happened?
in the next Superman comic, it's from what I've understood, what I've read, Superman's son is going to come out as bisexual. Right, right.
Okay.
Okay, there that is. We cleared that up. But however, karma. So it just hurts my soul to see black people run to like tear down other black people quicker than anybody else. Even because I also hate the fact that we all believe that we have to agree on everything to show love to each other, and that's not the case. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I be telling people all the time, what's the black lady name who in politics don't nobody like?
Are you talking about the
Candace
oh,
Owens.
Candace Owens,
And
yeah.
I always say Candace Owens is still a part of the black community.
She is.
Regardless, if that's the way she feels, that's the way she
That's
feels.
the way she
You know
feels,
what
yep.
I'm saying? And as much as we might not want to believe it, she's necessary. We
Yes.
need a Candace Owens, and then we need people who are completely polar opposite of
Yep.
Candace Owens. You know what I'm saying? Because we have to be at a place to where we can properly kind of like critique, one another without tearing each other. Look, J Bell said, "Nah, I can understand, bro. Everybody say nah when it come to Candace Owens. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean, she
if
isn't.
you really do listen to her on a regular basis, every
I
now and
mean,
then she
yes.
say some shit. You be like, you know what? That's right.
And I'm not saying you wrong, but Candace, she be going a little bit,
I mean, I'm gonna tell you who else be
a
going
little
hard, and that's
tough now.
what's your boy name? Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman be talking reckless sometimes. You ever heard this? You ever like heard him talk about his
I mean, but
beliefs
that's
and what the?
Morgan Freeman. That's Morgan Freeman, though.
I'm just saying. Some of the stuff he be saying, I'll be like, what? Like, what is he talking about? I can't believe this boy been on earth since Jesus, and he
Yeah.
could think the way that he thinks. But he is what he is. You know what I'm saying? Blah blah blah.
He got one hand.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it is what it is at this point, and that coincides with Kyrie. I mean, just like it just seemed like Stephen A. couldn't wait to kind of just like tear him down, just
Him
because you
down.
believe in the vaccination and you're vaxxed and all. That's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody's not going to get vaccinated, and if this man decides that he doesn't want to be vaccinated, he should not be torn down publicly on TV
Just
by another black man the way that Stephen A. did. I mean, and even when Jay Williams was trying to speak on behalf of Kyrie. Even Jay Williams himself was saying, "Look, I'm double vaxxed. I've gotten both shots, but I still believe Kyrie has the right to not get." He would. I mean, like Stephen A. was interrupting him and everything. I was like, man, he is going extra hard. You know what I'm saying on Kyrie, and I thought it was a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was ugly. It was a little unnecessary. Um, he got one hand for real. We talking about Morgan Freeman? Watching him pretend his hand ain't dead. Oh, so the hand's still there. It's just kind of like this. That's what you're saying?
that's what he's
That's what you're
saying.
saying? Kyrie
Yeah.
is making a personal decision, period. We all make personal decisions. Facts. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta
That's
live by our
facts.
personal decisions. We cannot allow a system to control our personal decisions.
I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? Like I got a real problem with the way that Stephen A was kind of going after him on that. It didn't make any, you know what I'm saying, like real sense for him to be, you know what I'm saying, going that hard. Like I said, my point is that you know what I'm saying? We as a community, I think we got to really understand. Because I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have an issue with the LGBTQ community at all. But that was funny. I don't give a damn what nobody say. And the point that he was trying to make was valid. And it was and then the thing happened with John Gruden, which kind of validated what Dave Chappelle was saying. When they found out John Gruden had the one email that where he was talking about a black dude with big lips, it was just like, oh man, John Gruden, you tripping. You need to watch yourself. But then when they found out that he had one, and he was calling people, the F words and all other types of, what I'm saying, gay
Mhm.
slurs, they got him up out of there. That's the proven
Right.
point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Meek Mill. Meek Mill been catching hell because of his album cover. I did not like the album cover the first time I seen it. I'm not lying.
I don't know what it looks like.
It's this. It's art, but it's it's distasteful in my opinion when we talking about what I'm saying, black women or whatnot, bro. Watch him climb that ladder at Batman. Lamar, I'm gonna tell you something. This is the thing that's gonna trip me out, right? One day we're gonna look back on all of this and we're gonna praise Kyrie for the stand that he's taking right now, right? Because he's not letting media influence him. He's not letting any of the other players influence him, and he's not letting the fact that of the loss of income, what I'm saying, influence him. He One day we're gonna look back on this whole thing and gonna say, and we're gonna praise Kyrie. And when I say we, I mean the majority, because right now the majority is tearing him down. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I think when history look back on it, we're gonna be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, blah blah blah.
Lord, J
He
Bill,
died from he died from
I
COVID with
can't
ugly
deal
shoes
with
on.
you, J Bill. I just can't. I
Hey,
can't.
Kyrie said he didn't
Right.
even approve those new shoes. Oh
Right.
shit.
Okay.
They said he didn't even approve them new shoes. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, what you want to do? You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I mean, shoes ain't gonna be that ugly. All right, we
Huh.
got to move on. Go to the next thing.
Okay, so I want to talk about this high school student. His name is Caleb Wagner. And he is a high school running back. He was born with one hand. Okay. And he also broke Derrick
Stop,
Henry's Florida high
stop,
school
stop. Pause
single.
for a minute. Pause for a minute. Jay Bell, he did say the Earth was flat. I will never let him live that down. He did say the Earth was flat. That's a fact. We you know what? You know what I'm saying? That's always going to be a notch against him. That's always that's always going to be a notch against him. You know what I'm
Lord,
saying? But we're gonna look back on this whole vaccine thing, and we're gonna be like, you know what? He was a soldier. He stood by himself in the trenches when everybody else was against him. All right, my bad. One arm, Caleb, broke the Jones. Go ahead.
see, that's not nice, but okay. Yes, he broke Derrick Henry's single game rushing record in Florida.
What's his name again?
Uh, his name is Caleb Wagner.
Caleb Wagner. If y'all
Yes,
was on Instagram any today, you probably seen him because he's been all over like all of the sports channels
all
or
over
whatnot.
it.
Yeah, I thought it was awesome when I seen him, and at first I was gonna be like, but when you think about it, you know how many yards that is,
That's a lot.
right? So because at first I was like, oh, they probably gave him, you know what I'm
Daniel,
saying, the last couple yards. His
Freeman.
name was Morgan Freeman.
Talk about Morgan
Uh,
Freeman.
I was like, they probably gave him the last couple, but even if they did let him run the last 20 yards untouched just to break the record, he
Yeah.
still had to really gain the rest of those, you know what I'm
Yep.
saying, yards. Yeah, that was that's a
Um,
that's an awesome accomplishment.
it was. That was a really good.
Hmm.
I was like, oh, look at him go, because I
Yeah, yeah,
watched it.
yeah, yeah,
Good. That was good.
yeah, yeah.
But also the Washington football team announced that they will be retiring Sean Taylor's number 21.
They're gonna be putting it in the
Um,
they're gonna retire it.
they're gonna retire it.
Yep, they're gonna retire his
So
number. I thought that's a awesome, little gesture or whatnot for them to do
yes,
that. Yeah,
I think that's what's up.
yeah, that was a
Um,
that was a good look.
so I got something real important to talk about, y'all.
Go ahead.
And I know it's a lot of men on here, so I want y'all to say what y'all got to say when I say what I'm getting ready to say. I don't know if anybody's heard about the dating app serial killer. This man has been charged with 160 years behind bars. Uh, this
What did he
man,
say, J Bell? Yeah, he did. He did break that record. He did that on his own.
he did.
Yeah, that's
And
for real.
What did Colin Cowherd say about Sean Taylor?
Probably some crazy.
Okay.
But go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So yes, this man is responsible for a murder of a 19-year-old girl, a 33-year-old woman, and this is all in like Montclair, Newark, and a 20-year-old girl. He's been convicted of kidnapping, sexual assault,
Oh,
murder, and attempted murder.
hey, hold this down. I'll be right back.
Okay. Copy that. Hey y'all. So my counterpart has left us for a moment. But yeah, let's talk about this. Like this man really was, so the way he got caught was he got set up by one of the victim's friends and they set him up. They, tried to get him to come meet for a date. And basically, the police were there. He basically stood up in court and said, hey, I was set up, I was framed. How did you get framed with all the evidence that points directly to you, sir? Like there's no evidence that does not point directly to you. Everything, witnesses, there were over 40 witnesses. So you mean to tell me we plotted and got 40 witnesses? I didn't know the government could get you 40 like that. So I just find that very, devastating. I think it's, I was telling Sincere one day, in my age nowadays, yeah, it's hard to date, but hey, dating apps can be very scary. And that's not something I'm trying to deal with. I don't need a killer trying to kill me. How many people in total? Hold on, let me tell you. I believe that it was 13. Yes, he's the black dude. Yes. As Sean Taylor said, laid dying, Cowherd said he deserved it. Call him a thug when he really had gave the young man a job who broke in and shot him. See, and that's some things too. Like I don't understand why, you got a job, somebody trying to help you out, and then you gonna break in and shoot me? Come on now. That's like you biting the hand that feeds you. Like, where do they do that at? This 2021. That is not something you should be doing at this point in age.
And
Clearly.
they let Colin Coward keep his job after that too. I remember that being a
They
big
did.
deal when it
You
first happened.
remember that?
Yeah, yeah. J Bell said I said single handedly. I got that when you said it, J Bell, but I refuse to acknowledge it.
I hate
I
Cowherd
hate
to this
Coward to
day
this day
today.
for that.
Yeah.
I can understand. I'm not a Colin Coward fan either. A lot of Coward, and he makes a lot of good. His commentary is usually pretty good. Not lying, but I just can't give him the time of day. Um, because of what he said. It's the same thing. What's the quarterback who be talking crazy, and Dan Orlovsky. He be talking crazy about quarterbacks like he was Peyton Manning or somebody. Like this dude was straight trash. May have been, he had a play that was worse than the butt fumble in his career. He like walked out the back of the end zone with the ball or some shit. Like, come on, bro, sit down somewhere. You wasn't not an elite quarterback. He was like a second string dude.
Second
Please
string.
chill out. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'll interrupt you later.
No, you fine, Damon. It was 3. Just to catch you up right there. So I just want to talk about one other thing, y'all. As far as children and sports go and death. So I was reading a story on Vice this week about a teenage Afghan refugee. He was stabbed to death in a sports field in front of school children playing rugby in London. Now in London, I'm like London getting gangster because that's 26 kids in this year alone that have been killed literally by stabbing. So I'm like, okay, London, y'all getting gangster. You might as well just let the gun law reign because clearly it's popping over there and you need more protection.
You do
but,
because
but
they bugging.
also, yeah, but also that's not it because in 2008 there were 29 teenage stabbings.
Damn.
Exactly. Okay.
I love rugby.
Rugby's actually a good sport now,
I
J
love
Bell. Come
rugby.
on now.
Hmm.
It's actually really good.
I love rugby.
But yeah, I
Like,
just think that's kind of strange that all these teenagers are popping up, murdered or stabbed. And that piggybacks off what we were talking about, on a personal conversation about we don't really know the mental state of our children when they go to school.
right.
We don't really know because they don't really talk to us nowadays. There's not a lot of, communication as far as bullying goes or, how they feeling. Hockey is a good sport. What's up, Jamel? Why are you shaking
Mel
your
know
head?
good and damn well I don't like hockey.
Hockey popping though.
No, I can't rock with it.
It just be a little cold for me. It just
I
be a little
can't rock with
cold. But yeah, that just goes to piggyback off of our children not being comfortable to talk to us as parents. And based off mental health, because you never know what's going on with these kids. But
What up,
hey,
Kinfolk?
they could be a product of the street and they just out there, doing what they know best and survive. But bullying needs to be allowed. Okay, bullying, no, sir.
So
I'm
here's the
sorry.
thing. Here's the thing about bullying. And did you see that Facebook is now going to make some type of algorithm that will keep people from being able to bully celebrities, to cyber bully celebrities. Did you see that? Yeah,
Um,
it happened. It's real. It happened today.
it's
But here's the thing with bullying that gets me.
excuse my French.
Oh, that's a little bit different. When when we were younger, the only place you could get bullied was at school. You had to be
Yeah,
at school to get bullied. But now, because these kids refuse to disattach from them phones, they get bullied even while they are
I
at
agree.
home. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
No matter where they are,
Cyberbullying.
they allow to is what we think. Our generation is going to say, "Well, put the damn phone down," but it just doesn't sink in. You know what I'm saying with them. So
Nope.
I could for that, I can understand while the bullying is a lot more. And plus, we wasn't going to kill ourselves. You know what I mean? Like back in the day, you ain't just see we wasn't out here just killing ourselves. You wouldn't. I mean, because we was raised. Well, first of all, we were raised way different, so we had very thick skin. You know what I'm saying? Because your uncle probably called you a bitch several times. You know what I'm saying? While you
You
was
know,
growing up or something like that. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
yeah.
I mean, so if somebody else called you a punk or whatever. You some of that shit, you're like, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But like I said, the fact now that bullying doesn't just happen at school, that it gets to them through these phones. I think that's kind of where the the clear difference between our generation and this one
Yes.
is.
But I want to interject on what Jay Bell just said. He said I told my daughter in middle school, stop
Stop
dressing
dressing
crazy.
crazy.
As soon as them kids got on her ass, she done
She gonna
stayed for
stay
life.
quiet.
I love bullies for that. Okay, I got something to say about that. I'm so sorry, Jay, because I have a daughter. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And when I was younger, I got bullied for being pretty and what I wore and stuff like that. And even, girls now try to talk about my kid because she ain't ugly. She's very, very pretty. Oh, yeah, that's funny. She's very pretty. But my thing is, I don't get why these kids want to bully kids because of what they got on, what their mama and daddy driving, what kind of cell phone they got, what kind of Balenciagas they gonna buy this weekend, or where they going this week. I don't understand that type of bullying. I think that's very dumb and ignorant bullying. And I don't think that children should be subjected to that just because we in 2021 and your social media and your homeboy and homegirl Nene and Poothang them on VH1 is dressing like this and they doing all this stuff and they think that that's okay. And I don't think that's cool.
Mel said his cousin put him in the dryer and turned it on. Oh, J Bill, I agree. These kids are not they are not built like we were. However, Carmen, if you was the
Oh,
generation that raised us, they would say that we were not built like they were. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's kind of just one of those. Yeah, your mom on welfare. Me, I remember being a tar baby. You know what I'm saying? African booty scratcher. You know what I'm saying? All those things. But you know what I did? I learned how to be better at busting back, and I could fight. So I was going to win one way or the
I
other. You
could
know what I'm
fight.
saying? You know what I'm
I
saying? So
can
I mean,
fight,
it's just different. You know what I'm
but
saying?
all that talking, I
Yeah,
don't
right.
got time for
LeRon
that.
said that I was wrong because people were still killing themselves. It just wasn't publicly broadcast. That might be that definitely might be true. I can't say
That
if
is,
you know what I'm saying.
I can
That's
agree
the
with
case or
that.
not. What?
I can agree with what he just said.
Right. You know what I'm saying. I could say, but all I'm saying is like I never came to school and it was like, yo, you know, such and so killed himself because he was no. It just didn't
Well,
happen. You know what I'm saying? Because you know why? Because your uncle going to make you go up to the school and fight somebody. He might come up there and coordinate the fight damn self. Sometimes your mama might be like, if you got your behind whooped, then you're gonna get your behind whooped again when you get these type of methods. This methodology is not allowed in today's society.
okay, well, listen, let's talk about this. So I'm not saying that I grew up in like, a white neighborhood or whatever. I'm not saying that I didn't grow up around black people. I'm just saying I'm not that black person, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a nice person, and I don't think that bullying should be praised. I'm sorry. I don't care because I got bullied because I was light skinned. I always got called light bright and glowworm. And don't nobody want to hear that. Okay. Nobody
Oh
wants to go
Lord,
through that. And
that's
fighting,
funny.
you shouldn't condone fighting, but if somebody put their hands on you, you got to do what you got to do. Okay. You just got to do what you got to do. But
Right.
that's all I'm saying.
I'm thinking it's a big deal nowadays because of all of the kids like Ron G said. We know that these kids, what I'm saying, are killing themselves and why they're doing it and but it's still just it's a matter of like put that phone down or have somebody to talk to. I know the kids don't always want to, talk to their parents or whatnot, but
Find somebody.
even we should tell them, hey, if you don't want to talk to me, then find somebody who you choose to talk to. And like Dame
Mhm.
said last week, he like a couple of his boys is the mandated big homies, for his babies, blah blah blah. So,
Right.
it's gotta be something, we could do or whatnot. However,
Thank you,
kinda, I do
David.
believe that we kinda like because we was raised so. When I'm speaking for myself, because we was raised so rough, and in the neighborhoods that we grew up in. When I had kids, you just like, yo, I don't want my kids to have to go through that. Like, you know what? Now maybe they should have had to go through that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
See,
they should have had
bullying.
to have those same growing pains. You know what I'm saying? That I did, so that makes them a little bit more. I mean, not just again for other people, their peers, but just in life in general. These kids is like
Listen,
they
as
break
long as
down at
I
the
teach
smallest thing.
Look, as long as I teach you how to fight and protect yourself, but don't use that in a manner of just going off the handle all the time, I'm cool. But like, Damon, Mr. Thomas, he agrees with me. And I just really think that the way that our children are now, it's like, I oh, but right. Thank you. Thank you. I had to fight my whole life to see what I'm saying. Oh man, y'all
Oh
are so
man.
funny. Well, why she gotta be cute? Because she got colorful eyes and before I had locks, I always had long hair, or I, cut my hair short. So yeah, I went through all of it. But now it's worse. Like girls will fight you. Like my daughter be
Oh
like,
yeah.
Mom, like these girls jumped this girl at school because she had such and such. I'm like, if you don't take your mace and your knife to
I
school.
always I always tell this story about my daughter, but because her daughter, my daughter has my mouth, but she don't got my hands. And she was talking reckless to some girl one day, and the girl was taking her shoes off and taking her ears off, and I
Oh,
was like,
she
oh
did
shit.
one
And
of
I
them
and I
hard
asked Kamari like,
money.
what you do? And Kamari had no idea what was going on. She didn't know what was cracking. She was like, I just walked off. I was like, damn, I'm glad you did something because you was about to get broke up. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Wait, what?
She had no idea what was going on. She did not
She
know
didn't
that it
know
was.
Shorty was about to put on the
She did
Vaseline
not
to get
know that this woman was about to put her hands on her. You hear me? I'm like, Lord have mercy, man.
oh,
I missed
oh,
the mark. I missed the mark
oh.
in some areas, man. Some areas I failed. Some areas I failed, man. You hear me? Yeah. All right, let's get on to the main subject of the day. The main subject of the day is open relationships and
Honey.
polygamy. What's the difference?
Excuse me, teacher, I have a question.
Yes.
Polygamy. Why? Like,
So,
why?
here. First I want to make sure that we have the definitions correct, right?
Okay,
Because when I
let's
did
okay.
when I did the reading on it, I was like, oh, okay, all right. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay, well, come on, let's go to the facts then. Come on, pull out the
polygamy
report.
polygamy is when a
I know.
man is married to multiple women.
Uh-huh.
Get that right?
Uh-huh.
Polyandry is when
Uh-huh.
a woman is married to multiple men.
Uh-huh.
Got me? Okay, now listen. A
Uh-huh.
polyamorous relationship.
Polynamarusa.
Polyamorous. A polyamorous relationship is one where um both couple there that the couple is a primary couple, but they both agree to allow others to allow them to have other sexual partners.
Um,
But
okay, so
their
let me
relationship is the primary relationship, but they can have other sexual partners.
so what's the difference in being in an open relationship then?
So an open relationship basically is a polyamorous relationship.
So why we gotta have so many names in the world?
Because you got to, because first of all, polygamy is legal in many countries, as you already know. The United
I
States
know
not being one
that.
of those countries.
Okay, wait a minute, hold on. They can get married in the US with multiple wives.
They that is done illegally, and they never get married to multiple wives, not legally.
Okay, because I'm about to say now when they start doing that, you not to scratch my little head right there.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. So what they
When,
do is they marry their first wife, the first one that they get, they marry that wife, and then every other wife, um,
right.
it's just like it's just an informal
I don't know.
gathering
Listen,
of people of me saying this is my second wife, but they don't go down to the courthouse, sign no papers, none of that. They only do that with the first wife.
okay, listen, Lindo.
Marriage is
Um,
the basic difference, basically.
basically, so listen, why I just can't get married to one person? You just gonna let that go, bro.
Hey, so listen,
That's just too much.
in this day and
Too much.
time, both men and women have come to the conclusion that that was never meant to be. That it was not meant to be for you to be with one person um in a monogamous relationship for all of your life. They've come to the conclusion that that is it's unrealistic and unachievable.
How people? Okay, no, let me hush. Let me hush. I am not married, so I can't speak from a married standpoint, right?
Hmm.
But we have had this conversation
Hmm.
before.
Hmm.
Why get married to somebody and stay in that marriage if you ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? If you going and like you said,
No, no,
women
no,
make
no,
it
no, no, no.
easy.
You
Hold up.
missed it. You missed it. You missed it. If you're in a polygamous relationship,
Now I'm just talking about monogamy.
right? But
I'm taking
what
that
you
back.
okay? Go ahead.
So, um,
You see that?
Damon,
Aim is open to a polygamous relationship, to a polygamous marriage. He's open to. He's open to.
is it
And I'm
just
hey, and I'm gonna tell you something that's going to shock that'll make your head explode. If you do the research, there are a lot of black women who are perfectly fine with being in a polygamous marriage.
well?
Perfectly fine.
Can I get
So
married first and then think about it? Look.
now I think that's probably a conversation you need to have before that because you know when wife number two pull up, we don't want to hear no foolishness. You hear me? You know what I'm talking about? That's your sister wife. Y'all better learn to get together,
What is a
take care of these
sister?
kids together. You know what I'm talking about? And all of that other kind of stuff like this. Here's the thing, though, right? Here's what I wonder. So everybody who I've never seen like I don't know a person I can touch and
Right.
say I know a polygamous
But
trio.
couple, yeah.
Yeah, you
Okay.
know what I'm saying or whatever.
Right.
But I've seen like on on TV. I hate to say that, but and I follow a few of them on like social
On
media.
social media, like
He,
on VH1 or something like that.
yeah, but here's the thing: none of them have kids.
Huh?
None of them have kids, and that's the thing that I'm like, and being, wifey talked about it, and then she was like, she feels the same way. Like that's where the problem will begin to come because especially when we talk about black polygamous couples, most of them they're thinking around being in polygamous marriages are that you can nation build. You know what I'm saying? You could That's a way to attain wealth because many hands make light work type of thing, right? But I've not seen one with a male that they have kids. That one that y'all interviewed that they have kids because
Because I want to know.
if you have a child, I got a child with what I'm saying, wife number one, what I'm saying, blah blah blah. Everybody taking care of child number one, this that and other. Then wife number two, she has a child. You see what I'm
No.
saying? He's saying no. That's what I want to see. I want to see a polygamous trio or more or whatever with children and how that works. You know what I'm saying?
Work.
Because of course
Yeah.
the first thing people always think of is the sex thing. Okay, how do the ladies live in
Pony
different houses?
play.
Do they have assigned days for sex? You know what I'm saying? Does he get a rest day? You know what I'm saying? All these types of things like that. But I want to know how it works out with the kids. They were into
Pony play. What's it? Please, what's
this.
that?
First of all, this is a rated G.
G,
This we
not
PG
it.
13 up in here, Mel.
Let me let me let
You
me
talking
look
about
this
pony
up.
play? What type
What?
of First of all, what type
Let
of stuff are you into, sir?
right. I'm about to find out what that is right now because
Right. You know what I'm
what?
saying?
Hold on, I got you with the
Okay, so
definition in
what's
two
the
seconds.
difference between being in a polyamorous relationship and swingers? Oh, okay, got it. I understand.
Poly. Oh, animal role play.
I'm a pony.
I'm a pony. It's a unicorn. Save
That's,
me.
that's some crazy. That's some other stuff right there, Mel. You know what I'm talking about? That's a whole show right there by itself. You hear me? But anyway, so what's the difference between polyamory and swinging? Did you
Well,
ask
I
that question?
thought swingers, you just go to the club and you just do it all in the club, right?
So
I'm not a swinger, so I don't know.
the difference between
Am I learning?
polyamorous relationship and swingers is swingers do it together. So husband and wife get together, they add a third person, or they add a whole another couple. They do what
Jamel
they
said
do, and then the what's the names go home.
he said
Um,
sometimes it's sexual and sometimes it's not. True, because some of them just really like to dress up like that. It's like the people, those people that like to sit there and feed you. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
Yeah, there's like, okay, so I've seen where there's a couple, right? And they're into like the food thing when it comes to sex, right? Yo, I saw this with my own eyes on I think it was on
Where
YouTube or something.
where are you at?
So I was just watching TV at home by myself. And so he was feeding the girl, and it was just like, and I'm just like, is this really what's happening? See, Mel, no.
You and
See
Mel
what
some
I'm saying?
freak bulls,
No.
nut ass freak bulls. Both of y'all freaks. Y'all nasty bugs right here.
It don't hurt to
Screaming
have
weed on yourselves and all types of y'all
it don't
nasty
hurt to
bugs.
have
Get out of
knowledge.
here.
It don't
Get
hurt to
out of
have
here.
knowledge.
Get
Thank
out of
you for
here.
some knowledge,
Oh
Mel.
my God. I'll make sure I wash the dishes the next time I come to the house.
Oh
Y'all
Lord, oh
freak
Lord
bull
of
out
mercy.
here.
Mm-mm,
Goddamn
that is
Mel.
funny.
Mel old ass perv out this bug. Old perv is Melvin right there. Oh damn dude. Freak bull. Anyway,
Okay.
you
I
got no, I mean
mean,
you huh?
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
swinging. That's what we was talking about. We was talking about the
We
difference
we
between
were talking about
polyamorous
swinging. Yeah,
and
but then we
swinging.
had to talk about the food people because
Oh,
that's weird.
Lord have
But yeah,
mercy, boy. I don't know what.
swinging. They go to the club, right? Or whatever. They might have a swingers party at their home. And there's like rooms, right? And then everybody like picks a person and then they just move around the party, right? Is that swinging?
Swinging is the husband and wife do it together. So they pick a person or a
Right,
whole
that's
nother
what I'm
couple.
saying. Yeah,
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 yeah, and they just move around the
yeah. And
party, like,
they just get
um,
around. You know what I'm saying? Blah
yeah,
blah blah.
I get around.
Like that. Yeah, facts. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? So that's the difference there. You know what I'm saying? So hey, some of y'all in the polyamorous relationship right now don't even know.
Oh, don't say that.
Because the other person getting around this ball. You hear me? But y'all just, you know.
Well, I mean, it is
But
2021.
like we were saying, so most of the like I said, none of the couples that I've seen have, or none of the trios or whatever, none of them have kids, but they all say that one of the main points of it is for wealth building. You know what I'm saying, or what have you, because he, she, and she, or however many can all work, contribute to the pot or whatnot,
Mhm.
and then that's they build wealth amongst themselves like that.
Right.
Um, I always wonder what the living situation is like. Do they all live together? Are they like separate homes?
Um, I've seen on Lifetime where is it Lifetime? I don't really know. Is it what's that other channel? Some other channel. Anyway, so I've seen it where the main couple has a house.
Right.
Now I have seen a show where there were kids involved. And it was like three kids. It was a black guy and his wife. And then they wind up adding this little young girl in. She was like probably like 25. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Young.
Hmm.
She's still bartending or whatever. So I think in their relation, if I can remember correctly, in their relationship, because she's still young. So she's not thinking about the kids. You got to be home, dinner. She's not thinking about that. She's thinking about going to get some money
Right.
and being out. And so they wound up breaking up because she wasn't focused on the family. So
Hmm.
does both women have to be into other women, and is it an orgy every I don't
Valid question.
know.
Valid question as far as I'm concerned. You know what I'm talking about. But
It's a valid question, but I'm not sure. Like, I mean, of course, like if you're in those type of relationships, like, come on now, you gotta like a female because at the end of the day, I mean, or are we talking about two dudes? Like, what's up? Because you can't be in that type of relationship and not have any other type of sexual attraction to the other
actually, you don't have to. So from what
member.
the ones that I seen, two of them that I seen, the women didn't sleep together. You know what I'm saying? Like the
At
the the
all?
the, the sex was individual. This man I mean her and him, and then the other her and him. It never all together. They never did
Well, let me not say that because we on live on the air. Let me
that.
hush.
Yeah, we all live on the air out of don't be tripping around this job. So don't be doing that.
I gotta be quiet, you gotta be quiet. Can't ask certain questions,
You know what I'm
because we
saying?
live. It's PG. We on PG-13. PG-13. Keep it PG.
Yeah, let me see if I got my five alive questions.
Well, go on, run it down then.
If I got my five alive. Uh,
How was everybody week? Was it good, y'all? It's almost over. I didn't ask y'all that
right.
last week. I
Man,
just want
look,
to
this
know
was
how
a
y'all week
crazy
was.
week. If a woman has multiple husbands, do they want to
Do
train on
they
her,
want to
or are
turn
they
on her other men
men
bisexual?
bisexual?
See, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. He has valid
I
questions.
mean,
Okay,
certainly
we
valid
need to
questions.
find a specific.
Unfortunately, I don't have the answers to any of
We
these.
need, we need to find a sex education teacher
I'm,
for a
I'm-
guest.
but you know what I'm saying? I think I think it's all relative. It's going to depend on the trio. It
The
could be one
relationship, huh?
female who, both of her husbands, they might, kids spill all on each other while they messing with her, or it might be
Yeah.
one with a dude like, what? Like, nah, fam, y'all go do your thing. You know what I'm saying? I'll holler at you on Friday. You know what I mean? Something like it could be something like that.
Okay, so we got dates. Hey, my day is Monday, Tuesday. Your day is
Could
Wednesday,
be,
Thursday. We
could
come
be.
together
You know what
on
I'm saying?
Friday.
I'm not saying I know. I'm just taking an educated guess around this mother.
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
I,
So who knows? You know what I'm
that's what
saying?
I'm
I don't know how
thinking.
this thing's gonna go. But I mean that like he said, it's a valid point, you know what I'm saying?
The
Um
rendezvous.
yeah, facts. You know what I'm saying? So what is all that looking like? What I do with my questions, man?
I don't know.
What did I
Um,
do with my questions?
questions.
Uh-oh. Hold on.
Got it. We
Hold on.
holding. Hold on.
Hold on. Hold on. Oh man, here, check this out.
What
This
up?
is scenario. This is funny. I did want to say something about this scenario.
Oh, got
A
it. Go
a
ahead.
dude wrote in. My PTO has been approved since July. I go on vacation Friday. I get an email this morning saying my new manager doesn't suggest or want me to use PTO at this time because our team is behind. She's not telling me to not go, but with such a strong suggestion, how am I left to feel? Should he take the PTO or not?
PTO and go.
PTO in the
Because
building. You hear
you
me?
cannot, let me tell you something. And I have learned from this. So I can speak on this heavily.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot allow a job to control your life.
Mm-hmm.
Let me say that again. You
Say it.
cannot allow a job to control your life. That's like you want to fulfill your dream and you got a job and you feel like, oh my God, I'm going to lose my job. I'm not going to have any money. Oh my God, what am I going to do? I'm gonna need you to hop down on them knees, pray to the Most High or Allah or who, whatever you want to pray to. I'm gonna need you to work a situation out so that you can continue to be blessed. Because listen, you cannot allow a job to hold you back. And that's all the way real. And you know me best, so you already know me. I
Okay.
talk about dipping all the time because I know how to go get that bread with no problem. None. Not one problem. And look, I tell people all the time because people ask me, they be like, dang, how you just quit your job like that and start a business and you ain't got a lot of money. How you know what kind of first of all, how you know what kind of money I got? That's number one.
First and
No,
foremost, get
that's
out my
number
pocket, please.
that's number one. Stay out my
Yeah, yeah.
pocket. Number two, I can't allow somebody else's business to stop my shine or my growth or my vacation time or my family time or my money time outside of the money that I'm making for you. So you might as well go and take that PTO. And if you get some backlash, you better know how to go to HR, period.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my thought exactly, because when I seen this, I was like, shit, I don't see no reason not to take this PTO. Because if
Also
I
give
put it
me
in July,
I'm a firm believer in multiple backup plans.
oh yeah,
Yes.
all day, all day.
Damon, hello. I got
Hey,
about
look,
10
if I
right
put my
now.
PTO in July and it's October, look here, fam. I didn't know what we was gonna look like in October, but what I did know is that this money has already been spent. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm out.
Like rooms and flights have already been booked, and I am out. I will holler at you. You know what I'm talking about upon my return. You hear me?
Yes.
I am out. You ain't got to worry about it on me. I ain't about to be around here just you know what I'm saying, tripping about these Jones. Like, nah, I'll holler at y'all
Look,
when y'all get back.
I don't know how many languages I need to say it in, but see, if you a sister like me, I speak about four of them. So I could tell you in all four languages.
Okay,
This is what I'm letting
get
you know.
get the hell on, because that's what we need to be saying. Get the hell on. Get the hell.
Because I
Oh,
am
here go
out.
one of my
5
yeah,
alive.
one of my questions was hold on, damn, I just had it.
Come on now.
I'm tripping. I usually see that's what happened when I don't have my stuff all in the same place. I usually
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? You just need a folder
that's
for
what
5
happened
alive.
right here. I did have a folder too, but I moved all my stuff because I moved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I moved it.
Oh.
Yeah, you know what
Okay,
I'm saying.
got
So
it.
yeah,
Oh,
so I
okay, okay. I'm
jacked
gonna give
all
you
that
a
up.
pass this week.
Yeah, yeah, you know what I'm
I
saying.
give you a pass.
Oh, here you go. God or Nino Brown. Now listen. God, not the Most High God. God, LL Cool J. He played God. That was his name in that movie. So
Oh, Nino Brown, hands
God
down.
or Nino Brown.
Nino Brown. Nino.
Nino, easy. What y'all think? God or Nino Brown?
And what's the
Why you say Nino?
I like Nino better than I like God.
Damn,
I did.
sound crazy,
What
don't
I mean, not say, you know what I mean. I like
it?
Nino.
No, I just play with you.
Don't make me feel crazy out here.
I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it.
Oh my
Nia
goodness.
Long or Halle Berry?
I gotta scratch my leg. Um, dang. Oh, Nia Long, she's so pretty. But
I would,
Holly
I
Berry
would,
fine though than a mud, but Nia Long, brown skin win. And I'm light skin, so
hey,
team brown
my
skin,
man,
dark
man
skin all
Jay
day
came
long.
through in the clutch, boy, knee alone.
Yeah, all day.
Easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
All day. You know
Nia
what I'm talking about?
Leezy. We like you, Nia
You know what I
Leezy.
mean? Uh, Dove or Irish Spring?
Dove, because Irish Spring smells very funny to me.
It smells good to me though. Live long if it's for one night. Hobby if I want something cute on my arm. Neither for a lifetime.
Okay, Melvin.
Oh, he wilding. He wilding.
Okay, Melvin. Okay,
He is
Melvin. Why
wilding.
Irish Spring? Thank you, Damon. See, Damon is on my
I
team
don't know.
for
There was,
that.
you know, what I'm talking about. It was kind of like this. You know, it's a toss up for me. I don't really know. You know what I mean?
Really? I don't Irish Spring smells weird to me. It smells like it just don't work for me. Like,
What?
nah.
You know what I'm talking
I
about?
have this. Okay, so you know I'm real holistic, but if I really want to just like use some like soap outside of like Dr. Bronner's, like I'll use the Dove Clay Detox. It's really good. Irish Spring, yes, thank you. I was gonna say there's another reason why I don't like it. Yes, you can sip
Shit,
that
that's
Irish
a reason for
Spring.
me to use it.
You stupid. I'm done.
Not act like 17 dudes have tried to make it facts.
Oh, you
That's
right,
a big
Melvin.
fact.
Okay, so I agree with your last comment. Neither of them for a lifetime. One can be cute. Nia, for, I don't know the other one.
That's a fact. All right, Sade or Anita Baker?
Sade, I'm so sorry.
I don't like how fast you answered that question, man. I do not like how fast you answered that question. That makes me
I
mad.
love Sade. Anita Baker is amazing. Amazing. Sade, though,
Something different.
let me. Sade. Now, who got something to say about that? I'm waiting. See. Oh, Damon, you killing my soul.
Anita, man. It's something
Melvin,
about
why
her
you say she's
voice.
a vampire though? What's up with that?
Something about her
Oh,
voice.
okay, Damon. That's fine. I'll
Oh,
let you
okay,
keep
yeah,
your
yeah.
personal.
Hey, somebody, you know what I'm talking about? That must have made him when he got that first slice. He got it to that old Anita. You know what I'm talking
Uh,
about? Caught up in a rapture. You know what I'm talking about?
da, da,
All
da,
of that. You
da,
hear me? All of that.
da. Yes.
All right, last one is Facebook or Instagram. Oh, okay. That's what's happening.
Oh, okay.
That's what's happening. That's
Okay,
what's
what
up
you
right
say
there.
was the last one?
Facebook or Instagram. Sade still look good, fam. That's a
Yes, thank
fact.
you. That's a fact.
That's a
Period. That's a
fact.
fact. Thank you. That's why I love her so
Yeah,
much. She's
she is
amazing.
banging.
You said what now?
Facebook or Instagram.
Insta.
Why you say Insta?
I I'm not a fan of Facebook, to be honest.
I
Facebook
think
is like
yeah, I think the more time I'm spending on Instagram, I like Instagram better.
I like Instagram. Like I don't have to be there so much.
Yeah,
Facebook, you gotta be there so much, and it's
yeah,
so much extra on Facebook. Like it's your mama, your cousin, and Peanut and them, and so they want to ask you a whole bunch of ignorant questions
yeah, yeah.
or
And I
say
don't think I got
something.
no family members on my IG. Now that you say that,
Yeah, I got like two, and that's
hmm.
it. I'm it's business or personal. Period.
Right,
We
right.
ain't
I
got
got it.
time.
I got
I
it.
don't got no time for that.
I got it. Yeah, yeah.
Dave Damon said IG, so yeah.
No
Okay,
doubt.
Dave.
Speaking of IG, don't forget to follow us there at
Holla,
Black Owned Podcast.
holla.
I'm about to start wilding out on IG too, just because you know what I'm saying. Sometimes I'll be bored. I'm just about to get on there and cut the food, just because about the latest stuff. There was something that happened
Okay.
with R. Kelly, and I had an immediate thought it was hilarious, but I was like, damn, I can't use it because it
Are,
ain't, you know, talking about we ain't live.
are you talking about his daughter?
What happened to the story?
Oh no, she on there singing a Summer Walker album.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, it was a whole thing about her. We'll talk about it next week.
yeah,
I
yeah.
couldn't
We're
get the
gonna
whole. I
we're
could
gonna
was
have to get
trying to
into
get the
that
whole
later.
story. I wasn't done getting the story, but yeah, And
Yeah, yeah,
he's not my
we're gonna have to
favorite
talk about
person
that
anyway.
later. But
Yeah.
anyway, kinfolk, look, we at our time. I don't want to keep y'all. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh man.
Plus I'm hungry and it's about time for me to eat.
And I gotta work.
You know what I'm saying? What I got to say before I leave is, man, you know what I'm saying? Stay black, stay prayed up, stay black again. Y'all holla at us, man. Peace.
Holla at us.